What is up, YouTube? Exciting episode today. A couple days ago I went and previewed this property in Pueblo, and it's in the north side of Pueblo, University Park, good area. And long story short, I took a look at it, I made an offer, and pretty much they accepted it. They countered a few minor things back, but I am driving back down there right now to go meet up with a handyman buddy of mine who is going to take a look at this and just make sure I know a full scope of work before I get into this. Bones of this place are fantastic. It's got a 2020 furnace, 2021 water heater, 2021 AC, 2021 roof. The basement was finished in 2021. They have a nice projector system set up down there. It's gonna have paid off solar that the sellers will be paying for. I think I can rent this out for right around $2,300. You know, this 2.5% assumable, the PI is only $1,410. So, and then you get taxes, insurance. We'll say you add another $400 for that. So we're at $1,800, and then. So I mean, 1,800 to 23. I'm cash flowing $500 a month. I'm probably bypassing roughly $4,000 to $5,000 worth of fees, at least, that would have gotten tacked in there. So. Alright, house was promising. Now I'm gonna go run, hit legs real quick, get home. I need to start some stuff with the assumption process. I need to get some rental ledgers filled out, and then, oh yeah, I need to work on getting a showing set up for later today. And then I have pool league tonight, so I'll film that as well.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah, I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling.
Alright, I just got back from the gym. I got half a pound of chicken and this easy, just chicken and cheese quesadilla, some caffeine, and then I'm doing some work. I just got insurance quotes for the property that I was at this morning that I'm going to be picking up, and then I'm going to go show a buyer of mine some properties this evening, and then pool league. Pretty sick. Alright, this, let me tell you, it is so hard to put down food right now. Being on Retatutride, I'm on day 4. And feeling wise, I'm finally starting to feel like I'm mellowing out. The first couple days were pretty rough. I had some nauseous feeling, and I mean, in general, just not hungry. But I'm going to do weekly check-ins on weight. I started off at 240, and so I think every Monday I will check back in on weight, but for now I'm gonna try to shovel this down. So. Oh, sat on the phone with Navy Fed so long my camera died. It was like an hour, but I have a Navy Fed account now, and I am starting the assumption process through them, so super excited with that. All my docs are signed. I'm gonna go to the bank right now, cut an earnest check money, $5 grand, write that out, and I'm gonna drop that off in the morning before I head out to Memphis for my great grandfather's funeral, and then I'm gonna pop over to Pool League. So, all right, see y'all. Fam gang, Memphis trip. Boop, boop, boop. You gotta say what up to the vlog, bud.
Trying to make you famous.
Yep. Getting ready to rock out of here and head to Memphis for my great grandpa's funeral with the fam bam. I don't know. I just work here. The man, the myth, the legend. You're on the vlog.
So I really think, man, I think if you work really, really hard, you'd be able to sell a house one day.
Yeah, one day.
One day.
Just gotta keep working on it.
Man, damn, you're strong.
Alright, it's a little bit later in the evening as I film this part, but I wanted to go ahead and get this documented and out there so I can kind of outline how I'm going to track this and how I'm going to keep track of it. So I wanted to kind of get a baseline level of some important habits that I'm going to set up all at once. I'm not going to be incorporating these like as the weeks go. So these are like baseline things. A 6:30 wake up is huge for me. I struggle with my day in general when I don't get out of bed and have a solid morning routine. Part of that's bed's made, and I talked about this in a previous video. A gallon of water daily, you know, my diet and stuff like that, I've found I can stick to pretty well, but water tends to be a tough one. Daily Spanish, so I need to be spending 15 to 20 minutes. I've made Spanish an important priority for me, and I need to stick with that daily. And then journaling my morning goals and journaling at night, following up on how I did with them. And I'll kind of go into the book that I'm going to be using. This is the book that I will be using to journal and document and plan. It has a monthly thing that I can start to get my plans more mapped out on, and then it also has a habit tracker on here where I can kind of start to chart my habits a little bit better. And then on my dailies, I can take the morning times and document goals, what my high priorities are, low priorities are overall getting more organized. And then my productivity tracker, I'm going to use these marks to just keep track of on the habits that I set, my baseline habits right now. One of those will get marked off for everyone that I do. And then on the rate my day, just kind of an overall perception of how I did on the day with following all those things. And then I might touch on, weekly how they are affecting my productivity or lifestyle, feelings, emotions, etc. And then 20 minutes of reading minimum a day. I'd like to start doing a book every 2 weeks. So, that would be on my list. And then here's just kind of a current track, and I'll keep this live as I go. But this is kind of a current track of where I'm at. Weight-wise, confidence-wise, and then business, how my business is doing. I might keep a live tally on financial stuff. I don't know how much of that I want to share yet. But currently I have one listing that I'm working on. I have one buyer that I'm working with. I have one investment property that I'm working on. But my pipeline is pretty weak. My routine is pretty weak. My property management has been good. So that's where that's at. And then weight, finally kind of my fitness. And while I'm talking, I'll go ahead and play this. This is my starting, I guess you could say before video. I weigh about 240 here at the start. A peptide called Retatutride. It is a glucagon receptor and a glucose production. It's a triple G antagonist, and it functions similarly to tirzepatide or Ozempic, but not quite the same. One way that it's different from those other gut hormone antagonists is that it hits all three of both the GLP-1 receptor, the GIP receptor, and the glucagon receptor, which all have different functions with the way that the body is processing glucose production and burning fat. So you can see in this picture that there's 3 legs to it, from the appetite suppression, the fat metabolism is being increased, and then also your insulin sensitivity, so that a lot of times it's also having positive impact on liver fats and some of the tougher to reach areas. And so I'll be reporting back on how that goes and how that helps me with weight loss. For now, I'm starting at 240. Strength-wise, I'd say I feel pretty good. Health-wise, I'm in pretty good condition. I did dislocate a rib a couple weeks ago, so I'm just now kind of on the flip side of that. But all in all, things are looking up, and I am excited to see where this journey takes me.